There's a card in the tarot deck that can just make your heart sink the second you see it. But what if, instead of being this symbol of fear, it was actually a guide? Today, we're diving into the Three of Swords, not as a warning, but as a roadmap through pain and right back to strength.
Okay, this is one of the most iconic and, let's be honest, pretty intimidating images in the entire tarot deck. It looks bleak, right? And its message can be a really tough pill to swallow. But understanding this card is so important for navigating some of life's toughest moments.
The Three of Swords really doesn't pull any punches, and in this explainer, neither will we. This card is all about facing a painful, unavoidable truth head-on, because honestly, that's the only way you can start to move through it.
And if your first reaction to this card is this jolt, this feeling of ouch, you're getting it exactly right. It's designed to validate that feeling of being pierced, of having your hopes totally shattered. This card is the raw, unavoidable pain of heartbreak. So to really get what this card's trying to tell us, we need to look a little closer at its imagery, which is just so powerful and direct. Every single element on this card is there for a reason, and it's all designed to tell a piece of the story. What's so incredible here is how these symbols all crash together. You've got the heart, our center of emotion, literally pierced by the swords of painful thoughts or a hard truth, and it's all happening under these heavy storm clouds, which just scream sorrow. Now, here's something interesting. The number 3 in tarot is often about creation, which tells us that even this act of destruction is meant to lead to something new. And astrologically, it's linked to Saturn in Libra. That's the planet of tough lessons, meeting the sign of balance. It's all about facing a hard truth to get things back in alignment. All right, so we've looked at the symbols. But what does it actually mean when the Three of Swords shows up upright in your reading? Well, it's delivering its core message, a necessary but incredibly difficult reality check.
All of these key words are pointing to the same thing, right? It's a period of hardship where the truth just comes crashing in. This card can signal rejection, betrayal, and just deep emotional hurt. It's that moment of clarity that really stings, the sad realization that you just have to feel.
But here's the thing, and this is so important. This pain isn't pointless. The Three of Swords is here to remind us that sorrow and hardship, they create opportunities for us to get stronger. It's a painful experience for sure, but it's also one that teaches us, helps us learn, and ultimately can change our course for the better. So, this whole idea of heartbreak can feel a bit abstract. How does it actually show up in our day-to-day lives? Let's break down what it might mean when it appears in a reading about love, career, or your finances. If you're asking about love, well, this card often points directly to a painful breakup or finding out a difficult truth, maybe even involving a third party. In your career, it could show up as a sudden job loss, a project failing that feels super personal, or a major conflict with coworkers that just shatters your sense of security. And when it comes to money, it can mean a big loss, often tied to some emotional event like having to divide up assets after a breakup. And this is the real turning point in the card's story. Because pain isn't permanent. Storms pass. So, what does it look like when we finally start to pick up the pieces and those clouds begin to part? This brings us to the reversed meaning of the Three of Swords. When this card appears upside down, it's often this huge sigh of relief. It's a sign that you're on the path to recovery. The worst of the storm is over, and it's finally time to start letting go. I mean, just look at this slide. You can feel the shift in energy, can't you? The reversed card shows that move from raw heartbreak to healing, from a painful separation to forgiveness. It's that moment when you accept what happened and you realize, okay, I'm ready to move forward now. But, and this is a big but, there's a crucial warning here too. The reversed card can also point to the shadow side of healing. It might mean you're just pushing your emotions down instead of actually processing them. Or maybe you're stuck in this loop of negative self-talk, or holding on to a grudge that's keeping you from moving on. It asks for some real honesty. Are you actually healing, or are you just burying the pain? So, after all of that, the pain, the healing, what's the ultimate advice this powerful card is trying to give us? Well, it's not just about getting through the pain. It's about what you build from it. It's this profound reminder of your own strength and your amazing ability to mend. This card really gives us a clear path forward. Step 1, you have to acknowledge the hurt. Don't run from it. Then you have to release it, crying, shouting, whatever you need to do. After that, you start to look for the lesson in the pain. And finally, you work toward forgiveness. And that's not for anyone else, really. It's for you, so you can truly move on. And that right there is the core of it. Pain is a very real, very valid part of being human, and the Three of Swords asks you to feel it completely, but it doesn't get to have the final say. You can acknowledge the wound without letting it become your whole identity.
And this is the ultimate promise of the Three of Swords. The heart, even though it's been scarred, doesn't truly break. It mends. This experience, as awful as it feels right now, will pass. There is life on the other side of this, and you are absolutely resilient enough to get there.
We've created a beautiful Tarot Infographic Handbook and a Learn Tarot coloring book too. Check them out using the link in the description. See you next time.